Galileo Galilei is born to the Galilei family on February 15th, 1654, and so his life begins. And now presenting the low-budget modern life of Galileo. The year is 1574. Galileo and his father are getting ready to leave for Florence. An unhappy 10-year-old Galileo packs while endlessly pouting.
Almost done packing. It's a long drive to
Florence.
Florence.
Dad!
Your mother's already waiting, son.
I don't want to go to Florence. All my friends here are in Pisa. I'm not going to Florence, Dad.
Son, it's okay. This is what's happening, so you might as well deal with it. See, the rest of your stuff is packed.
Galileo catches wind of the recently invented telescope and decides to set off to Padua to improve it. The year is 1609.
Wow, this telescope thing is so cool. However, if you tweak this and change this, and much better.
And so, the telescope. A year passes and it is now 1610. Galileo stares up at the sky through his telescope. He is very focused despite the unnecessarily loud toad in the background.
Something seems fishy. Flaw in God's perfect design. This supports Copernicus's theory. How interesting.
Galileo continues to stare up at the night sky and soon discovers Jupiter's 4 moons. The Aristotelian scholars are enraged that Galileo just proved God's perfect design. In fact, they felt this to be an attack on them personally, which caused them to set out to prove Galileo wrong from 1613 to 1616.
Well, would you look at that? 3 comets. That clearly disproves Copernicus's theory.
Galileo is sitting at his desk seething over the fact that he thinks the church is wrong about God's perfect design.
Copernicus is right. Church is wrong, but everyone decides to believe the church. I know. I'm gonna show them the truth.
Galileo proceeds to write his most controversial book called Dialogue Concerning the Two Chief World Systems, Ptolemaic and Copernican, explaining why Copernicus is right and the Church is wrong. It was published in 1632. Galileo is put on trial by the Church for contradicting Scripture.
The jury declares the defendant guilty of heresy. Case closed.
He is sentenced to 8 years under house arrest. When he is released, he refuses to speak for the rest of his life. And so he lived until January 8th, 1642, when he passed away. Galileo is dead. His funeral is being held with only a few people attending. A single woman gets up to deliver his eulogy.
Galileo may have been a stubborn, unmovable child, but he also provided us with previously unimaginable opportunities. His perfection of the telescope not only led to the Hubble telescope, which allowed us to have a better look at our planet, but also opened the door for things such as virtual reality. In addition, he published his theories on uniform acceleration, which allows us to do activities such as land an airplane, or even skydive. Galileo was a courageous fellow and will be missed. Thank you.
the stars.